This lesson will be about Edgar Allan Poe and the techniques he used in his short stories. Poe perfected the technique of the short story and is famous for tales that we would now describe as horror stories. He had a kind of blueprint of his own for creating suspenseful short fiction. First, a limited number of characters with a focus on only one character. Next, a central incident, and next, a single effect or impression on the reader. The story had to be short enough to be read in one sitting so as not to disturb that effect. You may have already read many of his stories. You will be reading 4 in this lesson. Poe used many literary techniques to make his stories unique. His stories fit nicely into the genre of a horror mystery. In horror mystery, the reader doesn't know what really is occurring or has occurred until the end of the story, and is scared at the same time. A horror mystery uses tension, otherwise known as suspense, to engage the reader. Suspense or tension means that the reader feels excitement and anticipation regarding an outcome. Many people might think of biting their nails and nervousness as tension. Throughout the story, the reader is perhaps given clues to the outcome. Exciting plot events will occur, bringing the plot closer to a climax, and the reader may also be uncertain of what will occur at the resolution. Another way that horror mystery engages the reader is with mood. Mood is the overall feeling of a story. This is generally done with language. Certain words will set a certain mood. The stereotypical phrase of a horror story is, "It was a dark and stormy night." Use of figurative language also can set a mood in a story. Saying that the sky was as dark as black velvet doesn't set as scary of a mood as the sky was as dark as the rotting flesh on a burned corpse. An additional way that horror mystery engages the reader is foreshadowing. In foreshadowing, there are hints that tell the reader that something might occur in the future. In some stories, the reader might already know the ending of the story at the beginning and must wait with anticipation during the plot to understand how the resolution has come about. Another way of using foreshadowing is by using symbols, something that stands for something else, to in effect forecast a plot point to the reader. For example, having a storm can symbolize chaos, and in the plot the reader should therefore expect chaos. Another example is having a black cat, which can symbolize evil, and the reader should therefore expect evil. While reading Poe's stories, pay attention to how he creates horror through use of tension, mood, and foreshadowing.